Elon Musk created a hypersonic missile for the U.S. Army against Russian aircraft. Why are Elon Musk's rockets the most dangerous in the world? In this video we will answer these questions. Welcome to the Elon Musk Vibe channel. In this video we will talk about Elon Musk created for the U.S. Army a hypersonic missile against Russian aircraft. Elon Musk created a hypersonic missile for the U.S. Army against Russian aircraft. Why are Elon Musk's rockets the most dangerous in the world? In this video we will answer these questions. Welcome to the Elon Musk Vibe channel. In this video we will talk about Elon Musk created for the U.S. Army a hypersonic missile against Russian aircraft. Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications if you want to stay up to date with all the latest news related to politics, high technology and Elon Musk. Elon Musk's missiles will replace the American Army transport planes, the cargo of the U.S. military will be delivered anywhere in the world in less than an hour. The press service of the U.S. Department of Defense announced the signing of a contract with SpaceX for the development of new transport rockets. For the last 75 years or so we have been limited to an altitude of about 40,000 feet and a speed of 600 miles per hour, 12 kilometers and 965 kilometers per hour in our fastest logistics method, air delivery. Commercial space transport will allow you to quickly move vital resources from point to point while eliminating stops on the way or refueling in the air. This opportunity could become one of the greatest revolutions in the field of transport since the advent of aircraft, said Vice Admiral D. Newborn, Deputy Commander of the U.S. Transport Command Ostranscom. In addition to SpaceX, Exarch will participate in the development of new transport rockets. According to the military, technology has reached a level where a missile can become the equivalent of a C-17 transport aircraft and deliver military or humanitarian cargo anywhere in the world in less than an hour. With the increase in the volume of rocket transport, the cost of such delivery will decrease. I had no idea how fast SpaceX was moving, but I got their latest information and I can say that they are moving very fast in this area, said U.S. Army General Steve Lyons, commander of the U.S. Transport Command. According to preliminary plans, the first tests of the transport rocket may take place as early as next year. The U.S. Air Force will explore the possibility of delivering military cargo using missiles and has signed a corresponding contract with Elon Musk's company newspaper. Are you figured out what kind of rocket we can talk about and how it might work? SpaceX has won a contract with the U.S. Air Force to develop a technology demonstrator for delivering military cargo over long distances using heavy rockets. This is reported by Aviation Week magazine. The contract is designed for 5 years. According to it, the military will transfer $102 million to Elon Musk's company. Greg Spengers, manager of the U.S. Air Force Research Laboratory Cargo Rocket Program, told Space News the contract formalizes a partnership between the state and industry to find out what exactly can be achieved with a rocket when using it as a cargo transport. What is its real capacity, speed and final price? The Ministry of Defense is very interested in the opportunity to deliver goods to any point of the Earth with a humanitarian mission or to help in emergency situations. It is known that since 2020 SpaceX has been conducting joint development with the U.S. Transport Command, and at the end of 2021 Blue Origin joined the cargo rocket program. The new contract does not specify which of the SpaceX rockets it is talking about. It is only said that the laboratory will be able to observe commercial orbital launches and landings of rocket boosters to find out what impact they have on the surrounding area and how they work in practice. In addition, SpaceX will design cargo compartments adapted for fast loading and unloading and compatible with standard Army containers. Additionally, the contract provides for the possibility of a full demonstration of the finished transport system. According to representatives of the Ministry of Defense, the new contract has no strict deadlines and first of all the military plans to collect data and study the possibility itself. Despite the fact that the contract does not specify which missiles the company is talking about, it is very likely that among other things the military means the Starship system, which is now in the early stages of testing. Starship is a super heavy rocket of a new generation. Its main feature will be the possibility of reusing both stages with the help of the jet landing on the tail. Potentially this will reduce the launch cost many times, which combined with a payload capacity of 100 tons will provide an unprecedented low price per kilogram of payload. There are several arguments in favor of the fact that the military is considering Starship. Firstly, Elon Musk has stated since at least 2016 that Starship, which was then called BF far could be used as a liner carrying passengers along a ballistic trajectory between spaceports in different parts of the Earth. In this scenario, the rocket will take off into space but not accelerate to the first space speed but return to the atmosphere again. Thermal protection will allow you to survive the descent side first, and aerodynamic rudders will ensure an accurate choice of landing site shortly before contact with the ground. The rocket will turn on the engines, turn around vertically and land on the pad. In his opinion, this will be a convenient replacement for many hours of intercontinental flights. In turn, if the transport system is suitable for the regular transportation of a large number of passengers, then in theory nothing prevents it from being adapted for cargo. Secondly, in the summer of 2021, the U.S. Air Force published an explanatory document justifying the planned expenses for 2022. It says the following: the Air Force plans to use multi-million-dollar investments to develop the largest missiles in history, which will have the possibility of full reuse. We also plan to develop and test a method that will allow a private rocket to deliver up to 100 tons of Air Force cargo anywhere in the world in less than an hour. Of the existing and developed missiles, only Starship fits this description. Thirdly, despite the impressive financial capabilities of the U.S. military, the cost of cargo delivery still plays an important role for them. An hour of flight of the Lockheed C-5 Galaxy heavy military transport aircraft costs about $100,000 respectively. A 10-hour flight will cost about $1 million. SpaceX as a rule does not disclose the exact launch price of the Falcon 9, but in 2019 must claim that it costs about $50 million. Accordingly, in order for rocket transportation to be financially justified and able to compete with aviation, it is necessary to reduce the cost of launching several times, which SpaceX promises to achieve with the help of Starship. However, in some cases the price may not be so important. The head of Roscosmos, Dmitry Robosin, in an interview with Gazeta.ru expressed the opinion that Starship can be used for the urgent transfer of special forces. For example, a beautiful idea that was immediately supported by our enthusiasts is the intercontinental fast delivery of people. The idea is really very beautiful, fantastic. Let's hope that one day it will become realistic, but today, in order to put people in a rocket so that it flies from one continent to another, we will have to take enormous risks, he said. These are risks similar to the first test of a military or civilian aircraft. Therefore, ordinary passengers will never use these services. It's ridiculous, it's an overload and emotional shock. This is all a story for the special forces to transfer specially trained people from one continent to another. Such technologies will be good. It is known that Russia is creating at least several hypersonic systems. Last year it was reported that they want to use the first serial Su-57 fighter to test such weapons. The first serial Su-57 entered kits at the end of November. It will be used to test the latest aviation hypersonic weapons. A task source in the defense industry said at the time the fact that the new fifth-generation fighter is considered as a carrier of hypersonic missiles was also discussed in 2018. According to unofficial data, the Su-57 will receive hypersonic weapons which it will be able to launch from internal compartments. Thus, the missile will be significantly smaller than the 9A7660 Dagger. The Russian hypersonic aviation complex, the carrier of which is the MiG-31 interceptors, which have undergone special modernization for this purpose. So far, Starship prototypes have made only a few test flights with a height of no more than 15 kilometers. Only one test can be considered completely successful, during which the SN-15 rocket managed to land and not explode. A suborbital flight is expected only in 2022. In any case, the new contract once again confirms the serious attitude of the U.S. military to Elon Musk's company and its innovations. What do you think? Why are Elon Musk's rockets the most dangerous in the world? Write your opinion in the comments.